This question asks you to solve an inequality and shade their solution on a number line. You're just going to solve this the same way you'd solve an equation. But now we have an inequality. I see the fraction here, and I'm a little worried. I want to get rid of the fractions. The only problem is, and a lot of you guys have this issue, is that when you start multiplying each side by like a common denominator, if you start doing it right now, you have all these parentheses, and you really don't know what to do with them. So what I would do first is I would distribute it all out. So I would multiply this all out. So you get 1/2 x minus 1/2 plus 3 is greater than 2/3 x plus 1/3 minus 1. Now it's pretty clear when you have to multiply both sides by a common denominator to distribute to everything. So what would be the common denominator here? 6. Now you could, just side note, you could combine these terms to 2.5 and combine these terms to a negative 2/3. But you don't even need to do it, because when you multiply by 6, the fractions go away anyways. So like Delaney said, I'm going to multiply both sides here by 6. When you do that, 6 times 1/2 x is 3x. 6 times negative 1/2 is negative 3. 6 times 3 is 18. All whole numbers. 6 times 2/3 x is 4x. 6 times 1/3 is 2. 6 times negative 1 is negative 6. So now it becomes easy to combine like terms. So now we get 3x plus 15 is greater than 4x minus 4. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to subtract the 4x from both sides. I usually wouldn't. I'd usually subtract the 3x. But I want to make sure we know when to flip things. And I'm going to subtract the 15 from both sides. Jen, question?
I thought you always wanted your x's to be positive.
I do. I usually would do it the other way.
So could you just...
But the reason I wanted to do it that way is so that you guys can see when you do it that way, you have to still divide by a negative 1.
Oh, so it flips.
And it flips that sign.
Okay.
So my final answer is x is less than 19.
Why does it flip this sign?
Anytime you multiply or divide both sides by a negative number, it flips a sign. Because you're taking the opposite. Imagine that number line we talked about before. You're taking the opposite of the number line. So your final solution here would be 19, the number line, open circle, x is less than that.